Everyone has a story in life. A 24-year-old young man was sitting by the window of a moving train, his eyes wide with wonder as he took in the sights outside. His father sat quietly beside him, his face soft with a knowing smile. The young man suddenly exclaimed with excitement, "Dad, look! The trees are going behind us." The father turned his gaze to his son and nodded warmly, his own heart filled with joy at his child's enthusiasm. Sitting a few seats away, a young couple observed the scene. They exchanged glances, their expressions tinged with pity. To them, the 24-year-old's behavior seemed unusual, even childish, for someone his age. As the train sped on, the young man's excitement only grew. He pointed out the window again, his voice filled with awe. "Dad, look! The clouds are running with us." His laughter was pure and unrestrained, a sound that echoed through the compartment. The young couple's curiosity turned to quiet discomfort. Finally, unable to hold back, the woman leaned forward and addressed the father. "Why don't you take your son to a good doctor?" she asked gently, her tone a mix of concern and condescension. The old man turned to her, his smile unwavering but his eyes carrying a depth of emotion that words could hardly capture. "We just came from the hospital," he said softly. "My son was blind from birth. Today, he received his eyes." The couple's faces froze in stunned silence. They were at a loss for words, their earlier assumptions now a source of quiet shame. The young man, unaware of the exchange, continued to marvel at the world outside. Every blade of grass, every tree, every streak of sunlight was a revelation to him, a gift he had never before been able to experience. As the train rattled on, the couple sat back, their thoughts racing. How often had they, like so many others, jumped to conclusions without knowing the full story? How many times had they judged someone based on a single moment, a fleeting impression? The father, still smiling, gently placed a hand on his son's shoulder. His heart swelled with gratitude, not just for the miracle of sight restored to his son but for the lesson he knew his son had unknowingly imparted to those around him. Life was not about appearances or assumptions. Every person carried a story, a history, and a depth that could only be understood with patience and empathy. As the train slowed to a stop at the next station, the young man stood up, still brimming with excitement. He turned to his father. "Dad, I can't wait to see what's next," he said, his voice trembling with emotion. The father's smile widened. "Neither can I, son. Neither can I." The couple watched them disembark, their minds still lingering on the profound moment they had just witnessed. They realized then that life's greatest beauty often lay in its simplest moments, and its greatest lessons in the most unexpected encounters. From that day forward, they resolved to see the world, and its people, with new eyes, remembering the young man on the train who taught them to never judge a story they hadn't fully read. Every single person on the planet has a story. Don't judge people before you truly know them. The truth might surprise you. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen this story. If it resonated with you, I'd love for you to like, share, and comment below. Your thoughts mean the world to me, and I'm eager to hear how this story touched your heart. Let's continue spreading inspiration together, your support makes it all possible.